Good afternoon, Glastonbury's on. I'm going to tell you some stories you've never heard before. I remember when I got into music, singing in the pubs around 2003, 2004. I went to see Stevie Pye, probably Norfolk's #1 entertainer, I'd say, Pie Variety. Yep, Stevie Pye, Heartsease boy. And I said to him, look, I'm into getting on the pub scene. And he said, you need a look. I went, what do you mean I need a look? He went, something memorable. Mark Bolan, David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, Adam Ant. I went, right, okay. So I went away, I had to think about it. My name's Bradley Buxton. I was going out under Bradley B. So I went back to him, I said, I've got it. He went, right, what is it? I went, it's a beekeeper's outfit. He went, beekeeper's outfit? I said, what do you mean? I went, well, Bradley B, beekeeper's outfit, I'm always buzzing, He said, they're not going to get it. I said, yeah, but have you ever seen anyone singing one before? He went, no. There you go then. Originally, I remember 2006, I'd done a gig in a pub in Durham. And I walked in, I knew I was in trouble. I took a drive with someone who weren't drinking. He had his family in, the pub was packed. When people went out, had a fag. And my mate sat on one of these big coaches. Anyway, at the bar, I knew I was in trouble because a bloke came up to me. He said, what are you singing? And I said, a bit of this, bit of that. He went, yeah, we're in our 80s in here. And I thought, well, you're going to be in trouble then because I don't sing a lot of 80s. Anyway, after 3 songs, bloke standing on his own went, yeah, shit, who told you could sing? So I looked at him, I went, would you like to go? Anyway, that got a laugh and he didn't say a word. He looked disgruntled. I thought, right, he's going to kick off. So at half time, I thought to myself, I don't care about me if he kick off in the toilet. So I don't mind a rap, but whatever he do, don't smash my music gear up, so I'm going to be angry. Anyway, I come out in my beekeeper's outfit, half time, second interval, and everyone was pulling at it. These girls were like, what's this all about? What's this all about? I come out in my beekeeper's outfit. I'd done a bit of cabaret, different masks. So anyway, I got on this stool and I stood up in the bar and I went, look, I'm not on any meds. I'm not on any pills. I'm off me head naturally. Would you believe? I didn't get booked again. Another one, I went to Bedford, Centurion it was. I took Blinky with me. So I went to the Centurion. I was booked from the bloke who had the Maid Marian on Ipswich Road. So I took Blinky up there when we went to this pub, Centurion, in Bedford. Set up, singing away. John, his name was, that was it. And this geezer who was playing, it was an Afro-Caribbean sort of social club. And there was a table of lads playing cards, and this bloke was obviously losing. And when I stopped singing, he went, oi! He stood up, Stone Island top on, sweatshirt on. And he went, where are you from? And I went, Norwich. He went, why don't you get your gear and fuck off back to Norwich? Anyway, he sat down playing cards. I started singing again. Next song, he stood up again. He went, didn't you hear me the first time, a shaved head? I told you to get your gear and fuck off anyway. I ran over to the table. The Killer's backing track was on. Had a cordless mic. Stood on the table beside him. These guys, black guys and him, only white guy at the time. And I went, look, my name's fucking Bradley and I'm here to fucking rock ya! Anyway, all the others laughed. He didn't say another, his ass probably went, he didn't say another word. Anyway, I completed the night and they booked me again. I got a round of applause, yeah. Everyone else thought it was funny apart from the geezer losing on cards. Another time I went to the Silver. So why is that Silver, something, bloody hell, near the Marlborough Arms. Anyway, is it the Cottage? It might be the Cottage anyway, Silver Rouge, yeah. Pie Variety was in there, Steve Pye. And I went, can I do a song? I took a non-drinker again with me, Andrew Carpenter, Andrew Jeremy. And I said to Steve, can I sing a song? He went, oh, Brad, he said, I'm working. I went, that'd be cool. He went, you're not going to do nuts, are you? I went, no, of course I'm not. You're working, man, I'm not going to do nuts. He said, so I left Andrew sitting on the side there at the right. And he said, what do you want to sing? I went, Bat of Hell. Anyway, I sang Bat of Hell. Finished the whole song, gave the mic back to Steve, and I looked at Andrew, and his eyes were just like wide like that, as though he was on 6 pills and he weren't even drinking. Ease. I went, what's up with you? And he went, you freaked me out. I went, what do you mean I freaked you out? He went, everyone was at the bar like this. Oh, bloody hell, man.